Okay, as you're shopping this holiday season, probably managing your money a little differently than just a few years ago. All of it you can do on your phone.
Deposits, transfers, even loans can now be done online, and that's having an effect on the Central Texas banking industry. In Austin, 40 bank branches have closed in the past 5 years, down from a peak in 2013. Now, that mirrors a national trend. The Wall Street Journal found the number of branches nationwide fell by more than 1,700 last year, which is the biggest drop in history. But it's not necessarily bad news for banks. Profits are up, and Chris Davis has an in-depth look at how the move online is creating other types of jobs right here at home. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, John and Sally. So like you said, in short, these bank branches are just closing down. This one here in the Miller area used to be a Capital One. Now you can see that it has recently become a University Federal Credit Union instead. But other branches, when they shutter, they're not becoming another bank branch. And part of the reason, as you might expect, is people just aren't really using them as much as they used to. The Austin-based company Q2 creates digital banking software, mostly for smaller banks and credit unions. Their numbers show people log into a bank website or app 15 to 20 times a month, but only visit an actual branch once or twice a year. So they've seen a lot more investment in digital, really in just the last 5 years. This week, they bought the Atlanta-based company Grow Solutions, which Q2 says will make online banking more like online shopping.
So one of the trends that we're seeing more often than not is ways to personalize that experience, and a lot of that's going to be through data. How can they personalize an experience just like the past experiences through the branch?
Texas Bankers Association, they say in the last few months they've started the Future Banking Task Force. The goal there is to come up with recommendations for smaller community banks to keep up with the big guys online and on smartphones.
The question is whether or not banking can survive without the community banker. We just want to make sure that community banks also have the information to understand how these changes are taking place.
Now, Q2 does see the trend continuing of actual physical branches shutting down in the coming years. They say they're already seeing this trend of viewing banking more as something you do, not as somewhere you go. We'll send it back to you.